A couple of years ago, I developed a framework for social and emotional learning, and in it are three dimensions. So a lot of people think of social emotional learning just being about teaching kids these skills, and that's really where the field started, and I think it's important. But secondly, what is important is the learning context, the learning environment. Is it a nurturing, supportive, participatory context where students and children feel valued, they feel their voice is heard, they feel cared for, there's adults to whom they can go to if they need help? Are there good relationships with, are there good connections to parents and the community? What's the larger, so we call that is the foundation for SEL. You cannot do good social and emotional learning unless you have a quality learning context that creates this nurturing, caring, supportive environment. And then the last piece of these three, the third one, is the social and emotional learning of the adults. What we are finding, and that's as another area of my research, is guess what? When you have adults who are kind of stressed, they're not able to promote the well-being of the students. And so the research is really emerging about the important role of adults and their own well-being. There was a study done, I'll just tell you briefly, interesting study done by myself and one of my colleagues at the Human Early Learning Partnership, Dr. Ava Oberle, in which we looked at stress contagion in the classroom. And what we did is we looked at 4th to 7th grade classrooms, and we asked teachers to complete a survey on their stress and burnout. So they completed a survey, how stressed, how burnt out they were. And then to look at stress in children, we actually collected their saliva. And I'll tell you why, is to get cortisol, which is a stress hormone, you can get it through saliva. And students loved giving us their saliva, by the way. And we were able to determine the stress levels of the children. And guess what we found is that those teachers, probably intuitively you'd figure it out, those teachers with the highest levels of stress and burnout also had students who were in their classrooms with the highest levels of cortisol.